Hello everyone, Vita's a Fritzy back again that I had to play. Today we're looking at how to play the game Uno Power Grab. Also, I believe known as Uno Tiki Power in some international versions. I believe, from what I recall. Not entirely sure, but anyway, in this game you're trying to grab the tower to grab the power. It's from Mattel. It's 2 to 6 players, ages 7 and up. Fast fun for everyone. And this is what you get. You get a deck of cards, and you get these 4 lovely plastic towers. If you get a tower, which is cards that let you grab a tower, then it's going to give you a power. This one blocks you from any draw 1s that get played on you. This one blocks any draw 2s on you. This one blocks any draw 4s that are played on you. And this one blocks any skip cards that are played on you. This is a really cool little package that they put here to put everything on. However, the box is a little bit awkward. Would have preferred just kind of a standard box, but it is what it is. It's a bit needlessly big. Anyway. Let's get on with it. Now, if at any point in time you happen to get all 4 of these in your hand, you can immediately... This is a little bit excessive. You can immediately discard all of your cards but 1 so that you have an automatic Uno. But then you get rid of all the towers. But that's only if you get all 4. It gives you an instant Uno. Now, it does have this card tray that you can use for the cards, but I'm going to put it aside. So, in the game, you get all your typical Uno cards. Your number cards, number 2 through 9, or 1 through 9, sorry. In the 4 different colors, red, blue, green, yellow. Some of them have letters on them. That means that when you play this card, by the way, yes, this does spell Uno. When I play this card onto the discard pile, I can immediately take this N into my possession. If somebody else has it, I steal it from them. That's one way of getting the towers, is by playing a card. The number cards, they give you access to a tower based on the letter or the exclamation mark. There are wild cards that let you just take a tower based on the color. Now, you also get your standard reverse cards where you play this and you reverse direction gameplay from clockwise to counterclockwise. You get not only draw 2s, but also draw 1s in each color. You get your skip cards that you play this and you skip the next player. There's another letter card with a U. You get your standard draw 2s that you play that. Whenever you play a draw card, the next person has to draw the cards and skip their turn. There's the Uno draw 4, or the wild draw 4, not Uno draw 4. Once again, you play this, the next person has to draw 4 cards and lose their turn. And you get to select which color the other player has to play. Of course, like typical Uno, if you play a draw 4, a wild draw 4, and you have a playable card and you get called out, you will have to take the penalty and draw the 4 cards yourself. Otherwise, if a person, that player you played the draw 4 on, was wrong and you were allowed to play it, and they have to draw not only the 4 but 2 additional penalty cards. Just like classic Uno, if you go to say Uno at the end of the game, if you're on your last card and you forget to say Uno and somebody catches you, you draw a couple cards as a penalty as well. In the game, you also have these cards. These let you take any 2 towers into your possession when you play them. And let me just see what else there is. The cards are all clumpy, so it's hard to scroll through them. There's an exclamation mark one. And somewhere there we have a U. Now this is a wild one, a wild tower card. You play this, take whichever tower you want and choose the color that's played next. So it's basically a kind of like a regular wild card. Hey, there's the O. No. Oh, I spelled that wrong. So whenever you play one of these that has a letter or the exclamation mark, you get to take that tower that has that letter or exclamation mark. So, well, I'll show you how to play in a minute. I'll just try to see if there's any other cards. I should probably just look at the rules. Now, I think the rules actually says here that you have Yeah, those are all the cards. And you get 18 in each color, and then all the draw cards, 2 in each color. The draw 1, draw 2, 2 skips in each color, 1 reverse each color, 1 grab 2 tower card in each color. That's these ones, grab 2 towers. You got 4 wild grab a tower cards, that's these, and 4 wild draw 4 cards. There's no other wild cards, although in the scoring, which it scores like regular Uno, it says, actually no it doesn't, I must be thinking of another game here, but I thought it said you get to score cards. Anyways, so it plays just like, oops, regular Uno, cards all over the place here. We're each going to get 7 cards, if I recall correctly. As you know this, yes. And then you flip over the top card and reveal it. If it's a number card, you just leave it. If it's a draw card or a skip card or a reverse card, you take that action. If it's a reverse card, then instead of the person left of the dealer starting, the dealer would start and you would go counterclockwise. Otherwise, it's the person left of the dealer that starts. If it's a skip card, the first player gets skipped. If it's a draw 2 card, they draw 2 cards and get lose the turn, and so forth. So basically, it plays just like Uno. So this guy will go first. You have to match either the number, the color, or the symbol, not the letters that say Uno on them. So this guy can play, let's just say he plays a 6, and he gets to take the U, which protects him from a draw 1 card. And this player goes. Maybe they play a 1. Now the wild draw 4 you can only play if you don't have a card that matches that color. So if you play this and then I call him out, he would have to show me his hand. You have a green card, so he would have to take a penalty and draw all 4 cards himself. But if he didn't, and I called him out, then I would have to draw out 4 cards. You know how it works, if you're familiar with it. But he cannot play this legally. He can try to cheat and bluff and play it, but he won't. Instead, he'll play this one. Just lets him take an Uno 1, so he's going to take the draw 4, and he's going to say red for a color. Or it lets him take a power tower. So he said red. So I'll play red, and I will take the U. See how that works? If they have it, and you play it, you get to take it. So they're a little bit annoyed about that, but they can't really do anything. And so they have to play this one, and they'll take the N. So, they got one back. This guy's going to go. He's going to play. See, in this case, even though he has a 1 that he can play, he can actually play this wild draw 4. And he's going to say red. However, I got this one, so I'm not protected because he has the wild draw 4. So I have to draw 4 cards. I had the wrong 1, 2, 3, 4. He said red, so then this player is going to go. If he can't play, you draw a card, and if it's playable, you play it. At any time, you can actually draw a card if you want, even if you have a playable card. But if I have a playable card and I draw a card, I have to play it. If it's playable, I can't play it in my hand and pick something else. But I don't have red, so I get this. This guy doesn't have red, he misses his turn. He'll play a red, he'll take this one. Protects him from skip cards. I will play what? Let me play this one, and I will say, you know what, let's go with red, but I'm taking this draw 4 one. So this guy has to play a red. He doesn't have a red, so he has to draw a card, and he can't play. He could technically play another wild card on here if he had, but he doesn't. So this guy plays this, and he's going to take the O away from me. Then I'm going to go, and I will play the 5. I could have played the N1 and stolen the N. But you just keep going around the table like this until somebody plays out all their cards. Then you will score points for what's left in your hands, for what's left in other people's hands. So if I go out, I get to score all these points. and the towers will just go back. Scoring is basically like regular Uno. Number cards are worth face value. Draw ones, twos, skips, and reverses are 20 points each. The grab two towers, wild grab a tower, and the wild draw four are all worth 50 points. So this would be worth 50 points. And then these will be 20 each, another 20, another 20. He's giving me all the points. And then all the other cards, add them up. You're going to play until somebody hits 500 points, or whatever point total you want to play until. Alternatively, you can do it so that these are negative points. This player would get all these negative points. This one would get these negative points, and you play until that same total. And whoever has the least amount of points at that time, when you get to 500 points or whatever, would win the game. But the way they describe it is you win the game, you collect all these points, you play until somebody hits that 500 points, and then they win the game. But again, you could do it the other way. So that is the game of Uno Power Grab. Hopefully it makes sense. I think it's cool. It is unfortunately difficult to find. I got this in the aftermarket on eBay, and paid extra for it. But I wish I got my hands on this a couple of years ago. Honestly, it's pretty cool. This actually came out in 2012, so it's not new at all. Look at all the fun they're having. Anyway, that is that. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.